our last topic, and what I told you guys was going to be a good, longer show. Here we go. Some Fantastic Four news, rumors, speculation, and all sorts. The latest is Bryce Dallas Howard, possibly attached to direct and star in this film. Huh. I mean,
I'm down for her directing it. I don't know if I want her to be in it.
So, she's literally, I think, my favorite actress in Hollywood. I absolutely love everything she's been in, and I love her as, like, just a director as well from what she's done. So, and obviously, before somebody mentions it, yes, the Solo, a Star Wars story, bias aside with her dad, because I like all her dad's films as well, because he makes some unique stuff. I would be really excited to see her, if they are in fact going to stick with John as Mr. Fantastic. If we need an actress that can convince me that she is a great mom in that universe, that can hold her own, Bryce Dallas Howard could do it. I have no doubts about that. But to me, I think her strength would be better as a director, personally. I do think she could do better there. Like, I don't need her to be Sue
as long
Storm.
as she doesn't make it an NFT, then
Yeah.
I'm fine.
It's
because she's on that wagon.
Oh, of course. Who isn't these days anymore? God damn.
That's true.
So, I mean, I think she's a good choice. Tristan, what's your feelings on this? What do you think? If you have any ideas?
No, not really. I'm trying to think of anything, but nothing right now.
Yeah. It's
yeah, because I'm not too like versed in Fantastic Four lore to see like where the whole movie could potentially go. I know vague descriptions, and what I've watched with was it did they have I know they had like an early 2000s cartoon, but I vaguely remember they had like a early to mid 90s
Fantastic Four. They had one too. Yeah, they had a couple in that time frame.
Yeah, because like the only thing I remember about that is where for some reason Ghost Rider was extremely OP and he destroyed Galactus with the Penistare.
That was a thing that happened. Yeah.
He
also had the Inhumans in that show. I can still see Black Bolt doing his little like.
It's like he didn't explain it. He just rode in, destroyed Galactus, and rode out. But yeah, I'm not so sure on like what they could go through, because I don't think they would want to go through another origin story. I don't think people would be interested in that much, because it's like the third time.
I've been thinking about that recently. I don't know. I think you have to with these guys.
Yeah, I'm not.
Especially with this version, I think you have to actually make the origin again, like make it slightly different. Probably attach it to the multiverse somehow, but I think you're actually going to have to.
I mean, didn't Doctor Strange make a joke about that in the movie?
He makes it. In the '60s there was a band called the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't really hear the one part of it, part of the joke, but I heard the '60s part. And like, did he make a joke about
didn't you guys chart in the '60s or something like that?
And people are like looking at the whole situation, being like, are they hinting? Are they doing this? Look, it's Marvel Studios. They're having fun with it, which I like. It's kind of like keeping you on your toes. And
I thought he said, didn't you guys disappear in the '60s when I saw it?
Yeah,
and then people going like, no, it's just chart. It's like, okay, no,
yeah. So,
but yeah, like I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of how like they could do it and not do it, but it's really like no, like to me anyway, no real good option to put them in without doing some kind of origin story. Because just like how Spider-Man, people didn't want to like sit there for one movie to relive Uncle Ben getting shot again, and and learning with the great power must come great responsibility.
And
so yeah,
now we're getting an animated series for that.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I mean, look, my takeaway from the Fantastic Four, any news we get, is just please just do it right and give us the family dynamic, and that's all we really want. And I think you can do the rest really well. I would really kind of hate if they did take the older route. It's like, oh, Reed confirms he already has children. If they were to suddenly just drop that concept into the MCU, you undo a lot of the Fantastic Four development to get to that point where they have the children and already like. We need the growth.
I can in that instance I can see because they wanted a Reed who's a lot older and potentially studied incursions.
Mm-hmm.
And in this one, since for all intents and purposes that this MCU that we've been following for over 20 years is, I guess, this version of the 616, and technically that type of Reed hasn't come or came yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we would probably just see the beginnings of the dynamic of the Fantastic Four with Reed, the Soup, and John.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's. I mean.
So yeah, no Franklin or
yeah.
In fact,
It's like-
no Franklin's a good thing because that's a can of worms you do not want to open.
No, people wanted to open it if you saw the back and forth.
Oh, I've seen the internet freak out about Franklin Richards. Like, yeah, let's not have that guy. I love Franklin to death, but slightly too much, especially right now.
Yeah, especially right now. That's the thing. It's like right now there's no. But if you do it right, take your time. You know, I believe they could do it, and I'm interested to know just how, like, where do you place this in the MCU? You know,
I mean, they could if they wanted to for titled Spider-Man 4s have a couple of them cameo in that.
I think you have Spider-Man cameo in Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And you set up that Johnny Peter dynamic and do it that way.
Yep. Yeah. It would make sense. It works for them, you know. It's.
Because I see you guys have a job opening. Yeah, we get paid by grants. So I don't specifically pay the group, so.
No money for you, kid. Oh,
but at least where we're at now, we can still have it so the Baxter building is the old Avengers Tower.
That's true. They still haven't revealed it. Oh my god.
There's no way that it's anyone else but that, right?
Yeah,
they can't.
Oh, like yeah, at least of that since what is it? No, Osborn doesn't exist in the 616. Oddly enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it could be Hammer Industries for shits and gigs.
It's just a giant H that keeps falling off every day because he can't mount it right. Oh.
Giant neon hammer sign that's banging the nail in to keep the H up.
Hammer one day at a time.
Oh.
Yep.
It still doesn't work.
Yeah, to me, I thought like of all things, like Alchemex would replace Osborn Industries.
Sony ain't that smart.
Good. Still time.
Sony ain't smart.
Alchemex is in Morbius, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I didn't go see that.
No, I've seen the movie. I haven't.
Mitch, that's a trick question because guess what? They removed Spider-Man from the movie's dialogue as well.
It's true.
Is that a trick one?
They couldn't handle Morbin time.
Oh, God.
What a fever dream that movie was.
I was gonna say,
I haven't even seen it.
As a collective human species, let's all agree to not talk about Morbius again. The sweep was too much for us.
No, this is your penance for hyping it up for like a year and a half.
The next up, it's El Muerto. That's the hype now.
Oh, God, I forgot about that.
It's gonna be the sweep, man. The sweep. Oh, so yeah.
What a time.
Fantastic Four, everybody. We'll talk more about it soon when they get a director, probably in the next couple of weeks, because they're supposed to start shooting this summer. So,
I'd say I will be very surprised if we don't hear who's directing it this year.
Probably after this podcast goes up. That's typically how it
happens.
happens.
I mean, more than that, yeah. If it is Bryce Dallas Howard, fantastic, cool. I'm down for that. If it's literally anyone else, like an indie director, cool, I'm down for that.
I mean, if she directs it, I think that would be fantastic, and I'm all for it.
Oh,
yeah.
You know, I haven't seen the movie yet, but get the people that did Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I'm down with that. Yes, that'd be good.
I still have
such a good movie.
A day before that movie's out in this country.
Oh.
Unfortunately, so.
Wow.